Welcome to the Bible Reading Journey, where we are traveling from Genesis to Revelation in a year. Today we are on day number 73 of the Bible Reading Journey. Today's reading itinerary is no new readings today. It is an R&R, Reflect and Refresh Day. Congratulations, we've made it to this week's R&R. It could be RR and R. It is a day to read or catch up on missed chapters, reflect on your walk with God, and refresh yourself with encouragement. Since our last R&R, we have finished reading the books of Judges and Ruth. We saw how quickly a nation and the generations can forget their faith and the devastating results on the people. We saw the sin cycle repeated over and over and over. Sin, consequence, repentance, deliverance, and restoration. When the Israelites cried out in repentance, God continually delivered them through various judges, but not before sin reaped its consequences. We read some dark stuff and some brighter stuff. We read about some faithful people and some faithless people. At times we shook our head in disgust. At times we bowed our head as we realized humanity has not changed. If you feel overwhelmed by the battles in your life, if you feel your struggles outnumber your ability to handle them, if you feel the odds are all against you, remember the example of Gideon. Look at these odds. He had 32,000 men to fight an army of 135,000 men. That is about a 4-to-1 ratio. And it doesn't stop there. After the fearful men were sent home, look at these odds. He then had 10,000 men to fight an army that was still 135,000 men. That is about a 13-to-1 ratio. And it doesn't stop there. After the water drinking test, he ended up with these odds. He only had 300 men to still fight an army of 135,000 men. My friends, that's a ratio of about 450 people to 1. Doesn't look like very good odds from our perspective. Here's a quote from the Daily Walk Bible. God delights to bring great victory out of certain defeat. At times, he seems to go out of his way to ensure that the odds are overwhelmingly against his people, so that when a victory is achieved, there can only be one explanation. God did it. Perhaps the odds look no better from where you are standing as you look at your own prospects for victory. Maybe over a physical disability, an uncertain future, or a family situation that defies solution. Give God a chance to show himself strong, and you may see the odds swing decidedly in your favor. Our thought of the day also comes from the Daily Walk Bible. When we put our cares in God's hands, he puts peace in our hearts. All right, as usual on our R&R days, you can find in your text notes a list of tips if you're struggling to stay on this Bible reading journey. And there's also a list, review of the past week's verses of the day for your own personal reflection and or memorization. Also in the text notes contain information on how to find us on YouTube, Facebook, and email. Happy travels today. See you next time. This is Lisa at Lighthouse. God bless.